these exclusive numbers.
Talk to Princessia, your neo-Nazi secretary. She was reading Ishmael today about the circumcision. It was beautiful.
Ask ChatGPT who invented the condom.
Your mom. It was too late now.
Hey, Ryan.
Did you wear a condom when you, did you make him wear a condom when you fucking jerked off Ali Alexander?
This is getting spicy.
You did it with the herp finger.
Is it on your pinky or pointer?
It's my middle finger.
Oh! You've got anal warts on your finger?
Nasty motherfuckers.
You know what's funny, Ryan? I don't think he could suck you off with that underbite.
What are you talking about, Diego? The underbite is an advantage in oral sex.
How do you figure? Doesn't it, like, don't the teeth fucking rub?
No, it gives them a better sucking action. Just try to take your lower teeth right now, stick it in there, and suck. You see? It's ergonomic.
Oh my God.
As Ali Alexander was getting a blowjob, he was tweeting at the same time. I'm the best tweeter in the world. Andrew Meyer was DMing him what to say while he was getting the BJ. Let's not forget Ali Alexander's contribution to American history.
I asked ChatGPT, I said, who invented the condom? It says, ancient history, ancient Egypt, yeah, blah, blah, blah.
The condom.
Medieval times, 1500s, blah, 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 yeah, bullshit. King
Bullshit.
Charles of England, blah, 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 yeah, bullshit. 19th century, yeah, whatever. 20th century, Julius Fromm, Germany, 1912, invented the latex condom. So you just Google Julius Fromm. There's an article from Vice, how the Nazis annihilated a Jewish businessman's condom empire every single fucking time.
Every single time, dude.
Every single time.
Fucking time.
Why are you guys so anti-Jewish? I just don't understand the
Why are they
psychotic.
so fucking anti-white?
You think Jews don't like white people?
Oh, well, they actually secretly do. That's why they, like, interbreed with us.
You're saying geopolitically the Zionists are trying to destabilize Western white society?
No, it's...
By importing millions of radical Muslims into your country?
Every little Jewish boy's wet dream to sleep with a blonde, blue-eyed Roman Catholic girl.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that.
A blonde, blue-eyed Catholic?
But they do it out of necessity. It's like, Tim, it's like a vegetarian who has to eat meat for their health. You know what I mean? Like, she's gotta die.
No, I just think it's like...
Free Palestine?
So
Do you
technically, they actually, while they proclaim to be the master race, when it comes down to it, given the opportunity, they will procreate with the actual master race. Because that in itself is one of the Jewish lies that they try to perpetrate. It's a psyop that they try to speak it into existence and make it true, but their actions reveal actually who are the real master race.
Who is the master race?
The white, blue-eyed people.
The white, blue-eyed Aryans?
Then it becomes a problem, doesn't it?
Wait, do you have blue eyes, Tim Robbins? Do you have blue eyes?
Does it make a difference?
It does, because if you don't, you're not a member of the master race. You're an inferior, substandard human piece of shit. Like Pepe.
It's, if you dilute the blood too much,
See? You're an inferior.
then your grandchildren start thinking straight, and that becomes very dangerous to the group.
My eyes are like A20 or A30. I can't remember which one.
A20 or A30?
Yeah, I think you're like a T50 nigger, actually. It's T, isn't it? Or D or some shit? You're like a D50 nigger.
You know, John, that eyes are the windows to the soul.
Somebody on my YouTube said, how can you be bored and say he is inferior?
John, I've seen into your eyes in real life, John.
Whatever, you're a self-taught economist. I'm not practicing praxeologist.
I saw no soul behind those eyes. I saw dead eyes, like a doll's eyes.
Well, it takes a T-Robs to put a little lick in me arse.
Oh, did I put a little bit of spring in your stuff?
That's right. Every leprechaun you catch, you get to live an extra 100 years.
See, the Judas wants my gold. That's what it is.
No, we want to sacrifice you and drink your leprechaun blood.
That's not blood libel.
They say the blood of a Northern Irishman is far more sweet in terms of ambrosia and DMT than your inferior Republicans in the South in Dublin.
Dublin?
You have never been to Dublin?
I've got bigger chunks of corn in my crop than
What was the crazy guy's name where he like shows up? He's like, the good Lord tells me to tell you, William Morris, that one day you're gonna meet an inferior leprechaun named T-Robs.
But we're not on my island.
The Lord says that I'm safe, but that you're fucked.
It's such a good movie.
I want to rewatch it, but I remember really vividly feeling like when they're like betting their wives, after the marriage or the consummated or whatever I don't know. I kind of don't want to rewatch that. I'm like,
you don't want to see her nipples all hard in the middle.
No, I don't want. It's like the injustice of it. It'll make me very angry.
It's a fucking movie, you inconsequential little leprechaun.
I remember it making me quite angry at the time when I watched it.
What about the scourge of Jesus in the...
It's basically like the crucifixion of Jesus. It's just,
Yeah. Apocalypto was also really amazing. That was really an amazing movie.
I wasn't a big fan of that.
Really? I just loved the chase, like that, because that guy was so intense,
Is it worth watching then? Yeah.
Yeah, that movie's worth watching. Because
Apocalypto, it's not in English.
Yeah.
Holy shit, he broke character.
It gives you a very indigenous...
It was in Mayan or Inca. It was like they used actual natives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a nice perspective.
This is a goddamn genius. I can't believe his directing career was cut short. He was going into some really interesting places.
What are they making now? What's he making now? Because he did some kind of syndicate to do conservative movies.
He's doing the Passion of the Christ Part 2.
What's it called?
Yeah. It's called The Resurrection.
Really? What's it going to be about, John?
Was it correct? Did I see that Trump made Mel Gibson and John Voight some special envoys?
Yes.
Fucking Hollywood.
Yes. I don't think it's a coincidence that that Trump surrounds himself by Catholics. It's freaking president. He was a Catholic. Jay is Catholic. Mel Gibson. It's all Catholics, dude.
Yep.
And I love it. Because really, like, you can't have these, like, Christian guys.
Yeah, let's fucking go.
Yeah. And Orthodox, well, they're off the fucking kilter, so. Look, Ryan, did you see what happened to Randy?
Did Issa send you this clip of Randy on some Orthodox podcast?
Yes.
It's so retarded, like, you got like nothing, partner. Like,
Wait, Randy went on a podcast?
Randy went on Jay Dyer, dude, and he got kicked off.
Randy
yeah,
went on a
it sounded
podcast?
like a guy recording a fucking podcast while on Clubhouse or something.
It's Jay Dyer. You know who Jay Dyer is? I'm sure you do.
Wait,
Is this the guys? What? Okay. This is the VJ Dyer. I keep fucking hearing about him.
Yes. And Randy,
That's
how long
also
did you last, Nora?
Link, please.
25 seconds.
He lasted like 25 seconds on, and Jay Dyer he literally just goes, Randy picks the topic. He's like, hey, I want to talk about libertarianism. And the guy's like, all right. And he's like, let me ask you a question, blah, blah, blah. And the guy's like, well, then what do you think
But
about the
who's
fact?
there's someone else chimes in and starts talking. I'm like, who the fuck is this guy?
This is
Yeah,
a Twitter space. This is a Twitter space.
it's a Twitter space.
Okay.
And he's like, well, it says right there in the Bible that the king is the Caesar is the
And
diaconus.
then he calls
And he's
Randy,
like-
and he was like, what about this? And he used some orthodox word, and Randy didn't know it.
Randy didn't know it.
I was shocked. That's the first thing anyone has ever asked Randy something biblical and he didn't know.
Well, he was about to
So,
he was answering and then he stopped himself and said, honestly, I don't know what that word means. What is it? He's like,
No, he was being honest. He wasn't gonna, which is weird for Randy because normally he would tap dance and all sorts. But but Randy's like on this fucking app anyway. Randy's like biblical fucking knowledge is like unmatched in multiple religions. Like it's not like Randy will be quoting fucking I don't know, but it was very strange. It was like Randy was a little bit like a fish out of water. Actually, it was interesting.
why? Because he couldn't say the N-word every 10th word, you fucking Irish piece of shit?
That's right, Nick.
You are what you say you are. And if you use the N-word all the time, then you truly must be an N-word.
Rich and handsome.
Bald is beautiful.
Yeah. Okay.
The only piece of ass that you sleep with is your ugly fucking dog that only likes you because you spend money on meat.
You know the way I always see there's the food. Have you ever seen that? Like, there's a television interview of Elon Musk collecting his McLaren F1, where he's like balding as fuck, right?
Uh-huh.
But you know what I saw for the first time? Do you know that Pavel Durov? Have you ever seen the young photos of him?
Mm-hmm.
Bro,
Yeah, I have seen it. He's better
that was rough. Like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Like,
And now,
you're not ugly, you just are broke. That's the.
and now he's a Vitruvian man.
Yeah. Like, I think he's not. I don't think he's tall, but like he's shredded. Like for all intents and purposes.
That reminds me, I gotta go to the gym.
That chick he was flying private with when he went to France before he got arrested. Like she was. Yeah, she's my type.
You have a type? How do you ever expect to meet somebody living in Northern Ireland?
Because there's plenty of white, blue-eyed people here.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, then why are you the runt of the litter?
You keep saying this as if the more you say it, the more likely it makes it to be true.
Post a photo of yourself.
I'll post a photo of me and all my brothers.
Yeah, go ahead. Let's see your brothers. The brothers that hate you. The brothers that you hate.
They're just jealous that you are, nigga, because I'm younger, taller, and more handsome.
Keep telling yourself that as you lick your dog's arsehole.
Those are verifiable facts.
Oh, really? Put the link in the chat. Let's see the evidence.
That's right.
Luke, if you hit me up on Telegram, I'll send you the link to Randy.
Wait, can I have the link as well?
Sorry, they do. No, you can't have the link because you'll give it to Abby.
No, I don't speak to her.
Oh, really? No. Well, first tell me the story. Why you don't?
No, none of your business. But I haven't spoken to her in a while.
Why don't you talk to Abby anymore?
You're probably.
She's best friends with Zach and Bussy.
I don't think I had you on Telegram, Diego.
It's Conceptista.
Diego, I don't think I had you on Telegram, bro.
Just go to the International Praxeologist website and look up the director of praxeology.
My username is Conceptista.
Sorry, what is it?
Concept ISTA.
He's got a certificate on the wall in his office that says self-taught economist, sometimes praxeologist.
I'll have you know, I have certificates from the Mises Institute.
He's a certificate holder from the Mises Institute.
Can you put it in the chat?
Concept ISTA. All one word.
Concept.
Concept.
ISTA.
He doesn't believe in concepts. That's anti-praxeology. The theory of action. The theory of action. That's
theory of action.
the theory of action is at the root of every scientific investigation.
No, it's not.
My YouTube channel told me that I'm a good person and don't listen to these toxic people. I agree.
So somebody on your
Yes.
YouTube said,
What's the name of your podcast?
It's called Ryan's Middle Finger Has Herpes.
Shut up.
Could you imagine having a herpes sore and permanent?
It makes no sense that herpes can stay in a finger. That doesn't even. There's no. Conceptually, it makes no sense whatsoever.
It's anal
Look it
wart.
up.
It's an anal wart.
If it's in your bloodstream and it's communicable,
It's not in your bloodstream. It's in a fucking nerve cell that doesn't move, bitch.
then how do you transfer it?
Ooh,
How does it transmit
Ryan.
to somebody else? Think about what you're saying.
It comes out of your skin. It doesn't have anything to do with your blood.
Haven't you seen
That's
Venom? Haven't you seen Venom, Diego? He's got venom living on his finger.
See, is that what that movie really? It's a metaphor about the herp.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Once you get infected, you can never get it out of your central nervous system.
Oh, so you just keep.
You can only go to like areas where you have. I thought you can only go to certain specific areas, like your eyes, like the H1.
Shingles.
Part 1 and 2 would
Shingles.
go to like your.
The herpes vaccine.
Chickenpox, yeah, there's like it's part of the same. It's a herpes virus.
Zoroaster.
But the herpes that you get in your like genital herpes, it's like there's 1 and 2.
You can get herpes in your throat.
So what is called oral?
You can get herpes on your butthole.
That makes no sense.
Look it up.
No, but
Y'all went to sex ed in the 80s. Y'all need to get updated.
Get your prep. Everyone should get prepped, whether you're straight or gay. Prep a day.
they're just straight or gay for a day. What's wrong with you?
What are you talking about? It's the newest daily by Pfizer.
See,
If you don't have insurance, you're poor. Make sure you get your HPV vaccine, Princessia. You're going to need it with Diego.
Jesus.
It's true. It prevents 99% of all vaginal cancers.
Yes.
And it's just a one-time vaccination. You never have to get revaccinated.
Yeah, I only got the first one.
I got all 3 regardless.
Oh, please don't take it.
Oh, it's Modi.
Are you taking
Modi. It's Modi.
Hey, Modi.
Oh my God, here comes the chaos.
I just like to apologize for my behavior earlier.
That sounds insincere.
You were trying to impress a friend, right?
Yeah, I was just trying to impress my friend. I'm hoping
Did you give it up to him?
and he didn't end up getting it because you guys kind of fucked.
You like the Indian Kevin.
We cock-blocked you? I'm sorry.
Yeah, man.
Well, it sounds like he's still there. You might have another chance.
Oh, fuck.
Do either of you gentlemen have herpes on your middle finger?
Yo, guys, I will expose it. We have a minor present with us. We are chilling with a minor. She is trafficking. We're human trafficking.
You're disgusting.
Yeah.
We're reporting you to Cash Patel, your older brother. You're all gonna get arrested.
No, not Cash. Cash Patel's a fucking real estate agent, bro. The fucking guys sign all over the bus.
Kick 'em, Princessia. Kick 'em. They're pedophiles. Kick them. Listen, you Pajit pedophiles. We're reporting you to Cash Patel to have you deported. Good riddance. Hakatui.
I swear Cash Patel's the new guy that got hired for like Homeland Security or something.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah. Maybe that's bad for them.
Dr. Patel.
They did that, eh?
Dr. Patel is taking over the FBI and he's going to deport you
How?
because your H-1B visa holdover. You're going to go back to Calcutta.
He knows this shit.
I told you don't come in here and fuck around. Find out. Cash Patel style, bitch.
This guy's jokes. Yeah, honestly, he's growing on me. Yeah, look, he's growing.
It's growing on you. Oh gosh.
Yo, man, shut up, man. Girls are not allowed to talk. Would you go to the kitchen, make a sandwich, do some?
Ooh. Don't fuck with a Muslim feminist. She'll put you in the goo.
Funny.
Well, should I leave now and go to the gym? Because they close at 8 now. They've consolidated operations.
Please go to the gym. It's good for you.
Thank you, EDU Shikor.
You're welcome.
And I want to thank Abby for co-sponsoring this experience. I hope that we can practice coexistence, at least maybe not in Israel and Palestine, but possibly Clubhouse. Because being alone and having no friends and no opportunity to fall in love because of addiction to Clubhouse,
Are you talking about me?
yes. Oh, hi, Jane. My Aunt Jane is here.
How am I addicted to Clubhouse?
I wasn't really talking to you. I'm just being polite
Oh,
now.
okay.
I don't know who
Wait,
you
can I
are.
have Yeah, who are you actually?
My name is
Who are you
Earth.
was?
My name is Earth Moon.
Who are you before Earth Moon?
I was Adrian Dittman, and before that, I was Audio Teachers. Before that, I was Diego Art Love Joy. Maybe you heard of me?
Yeah, I want to know.
Who are you?
Who am I? That's a great question.
No, I'm not talking philosophically. I am talking like, who are you?
Apparently, you know me already.
No.
Oh. Yeah, what can I say? I don't know. You can get to know me.
Just do your best impersonation of a goat.
No, I'm good. Thanks.
Okay. Then I guess you don't really want to know who you are. Go ahead,
Yeah,
Abby. Make a goat impersonation. Let me hear you do it, Abby. Go ahead. You should be sleeping now, so go ahead. Let me hear your best goat impersonation. Hello? Oh, she went down to the audience like a scaredy cat.
Go into the audience.
Abby, she is in my room, Marshall Podcast, where we were filming the Marshall roast. She can't talk
Oh, was
English.
she in his room?
Do you usually have that effect where women run away from you?
Sometimes, bastard. Do you sometimes say she's dead to me after having a romantic evening of anal licking?
Just the one time, actually.
You've only had anal sex once in your life?
No comment.
Well, I guess if she technically didn't put her digit inside of your butthole and just her tongue, it might be only considered foreplay and not full intercourse. Anyways, it is exhausting being Earth and listening to all these complainers all the time. Always complaining. Never accepting personal responsibility. It's like you think you were created just to complain about everything. She's dead to me. The J word. When do you accept personal responsibility for the way that things are instead of complaining all the time on a stupid fucking chit-chat app for fucking losers? Do something with your life, fucking guy.
You still talking to yourself?
Are you talking to me or are you talking to yourself?
game of Who the Fuck Are You?
Who the fuck are you, fucking guy?
Bloody fucking fuck you.
Well, the room has really died off. But Diogenes Spooner will come back soon and make Abby happy. Because living at home without a job and a doctorate must really be depressing. So she needs an anti-Semitic piece of shit fucking guy to boost her dopamine up because her depression is so low and SSRIs have been proven by Robert F. Kennedy not to work, despite what the science tells us.
Are you done?
No, I'm not done. Just getting started. I mean, you have been on this app all day long. Don't you have a fucking job or something? Aren't you like an adult? I know you're over 30, so what do you do on Clubhouse all day? You read the fucking Bible? Get a job! Do something with your life!
I really don't like the Indian accent. I need to finish reading Genesis.
Genesis? You don't even know what that word means because you're so stupid.
I keep reading and then listen to him. Yeah.
Reading the Bible is a great job. I love reading the Bible.
Exactly. Same.
But she doesn't have a job.
You should try it too. You should try it too, Earth.
I do. I read every day on this app, but no one comes to my room because I don't have a beautiful, seductive voice like this Muslim terrorist girl distributing Al-Qaeda propaganda on YouTube with private messaging, getting detected by the algorithms for being a terrorist.
Do you read the Bible?
What, Luke?
Do you read the Bible on here?
I was reading earlier, just read what a little bit said.
Not you, but the other guy.
Earth.
Yeah,
I
Earth.
read probably 5 hours.
Earth, do you read the Bible on here?
I read, you read the book of Luke to me, I read the book of Luke to you.
You read the book of Luke to me?
Yeah,
When?
I don't know, a couple weeks ago.
When?
Does it matter? The only now is important.
No, it's not true, but yes.
If you say so.
I do say so. So did you lie?
No,
So you read the book of Luke to me?
no.
He's saying like you.
Doesn't
You know,
matter.
lying is a sin.
I gotta go to the gym.
Oh wait.
Is that a lie? Is that a lie too?
No, I got to go. They close at 8. Wait, let me confirm.
Okay.
I
But
have to go to. Wait.
how can we trust you? You've already told us that your word is not valuable.
So. Wait, I realized who Earth is, I think.
Who?
I forgot his name though.
Realization is very important in terms of enlightenment thinking.
Wait,
What? How can we trust that?
Keegan.
You're a known liar.
Keegan?
Is this Keegan?
Do all white people sound like Keegan? Maybe.
Yeah.
Probably.
That's why.
But I am not Keegan. I apologize. Don't want to disappoint you, but I am not a Keegan. But he is a neo-Nazi piece of shit Jew hater like the other losers in this room. So be careful when you talk to Jewish-hating piece of shits because they're low IQ. Very stupid people who don't know fucking anything. They use their words. They use their words to waste their time and to waste everyone else's time with their stupid anti-Semitic way of thinking about everything. They are unincorporated, unindividuated, non-self-actualized, unrealized people, and we must shame them and cause them much anxiety by calling them stupid all the time until they finally say, fine, I agree. I am a stupid person.
Did you call me? Wait, does someone has a link
Spiritual teaching.
to the Jedier Randy interview thing? I want to listen to it.
Randy McDickerson, he's want to talk about Bitcoin all the time. Fucking loser guy. Always
He's amazing.
saying
I love
stupid
him.
shit. He's
I
on the
want
fat
link
life.
too. I hope Diego sent it to me.
Okay.
He didn't send it to me.
I need that link though, like immediately.
Can you send it to me, Anu?
Diego never sent it to me, so he's also a liar. So we have two liars in here.
No, don't call Diego a liar. I don't think Diego will send it. Or if Isak calls back, we can ask
Diego
Isak.
doesn't lie. He is a praxeologist and a self-taught economist. He would have no reason to lie.
So how can we trust you?
I don't care who you trust. Just trust yourself.
Well,
Honestly, I've never seen this accent.
I trust myself least of all.
Well, why not? You should trust yourself.
No, because I trust only God.
Exactly.
Oh, T-Robs is in my other room, Marshall Podcast. Hello, T-Robs.
I'm the least trustworthy one. I'm most likely to break the covenant.
You are a sinner.
I am.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna finish reading Genesis.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Okay.
Where in Genesis are you?
I'm gonna restart Genesis 38 because I think that's where I stopped.
Genesis 38.
What is that? Oh, thank you.
Genesis.
Oh my God, you didn't call me. I just checked my phone. I didn't get a missed call. They would go to both my phones, and I didn't get a call from you. What did you need? Huh? I don't know. Probably whatever.
When are you going to read the Bible instead of talking to your Uber driver, Fatty?
I'm talking to my brother. Let's see. Kindle. No, he didn't. Wallah, he didn't. That's why I was having trouble finding it. Hey, Luke, are you still there? Hold on a second. But Earth, who are you reading?
I am Uranus, sent here from Jupiter to come inside of your Venus.
That will never happen.
Well, maybe I can take you to Neptune and then poop on your Pluto.
Okay, so I am. Let me see where I was.
Okay, have a good night. Good luck reading the Bible. I hope maybe you learn something, which I very much doubt you will.
God bless you, Earth.
Why would you doubt us?
Because she just reads very superficially. She's like reading to make sure her brain works, but she doesn't understand any of the metaphors that she is reading. She's a stupid person.
Well, God helps with that.
Yeah, don't.
I know, I pray that she learns the secret of the symbols, but she'll have to read much more and much quicker. She's very slow. Time is very short.
Slow is good, actually.
That's true when you're in love.
I'm on that certified J Dyer. I'm trying to find it myself. Yeah, I scrolled down. It has to be one of his Twitter spaces, but I don't know what day it was. Yeah, it's like 2 days ago there. It was one. It has libertarian in the title, so it's the one that says libertarian in the title. It's the one you need to look for. Oh, maybe it's on YouTube. I thought it was on YouTube.
The idea that we would make all jobs worth the same amount of money is not a good idea, and as Gio said, promotes a set of laziness. It promotes people thinking, hey, I'm getting $20 an hour for flipping hamburgers. I don't need to go look for a better job.
No, but
That's the problem.
But when you have more people than jobs, you're going to get people who are overqualified. And they're going to be...
No, there's more jobs than people. There's always been more jobs than people. There's always people looking to hire people.
Look at the workforce participation rate. The workforce participation rate has gone down over time.
Rate doesn't count the number of
Stop
people
using
who
lazy
stop looking
Americans
for
as a
jobs.
metric for anything, bro.
Yeah,
Like, stop using lazy Americans as a metric for anything.
Participation rate, it doesn't count the number of people working who have stopped looking for jobs, right?
No, hold on. The workforce participation rate includes people who don't have a job and are looking for a job. And even that number, so the actual workforce participation rate,
but
is only at
the people who are not looking for a job
get dropped from that statistic.
Exactly. So there's actually more people that are unemployed than what the workforce participation rate indicates.
Okay, fine, but the answer is not government spend $1 trillion.
I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is people should get paid based on the inflation rate. If the inflation rate, okay, look at
I do agree. Okay, Dolan. So I do agree that we have a serious productivity to payment disparity, right? Since 1971, since we got off the gold, so we do have this problem. I just don't know how to fix it at this point because we just print money. We would have to stop printing as much money and limit ourselves, and go back to like basing at least part of our currency on gold or something.
Well, I mean, there's any island we're not going to do.
Right, and we're not going to do that, but then the unending problem then is we're just borrowing money that we're never going to pay off either.
Yeah,
so
borrowing money that we don't have and will never pay back. And at some point, our currency stops being the world reserve currency because of all of the reckless spending and all of the accruing of debt.
Right. But what does the minimum wage have to do with spending? I don't understand what that has to do with government.
Because it raises the price for everything across the board, dude.
No, but
it's contributed to also raising prices of things when you have to pay more, right?
Osiris, the father.
I don't know. Well, the city that I live in, they pegged the minimum wage to inflation, and it seems like it's working fine. The thing is that when you pay people more, they're going to spend more, and that's going to stimulate the economy. If you just pay people the bare minimum,
the poor shouldn't be spending more, though. The poor shouldn't be spending money. Like, why do you want poor people to be spending money on working class people? Like, even middle class people or class people, like in the
sciences are parts of thee, as also women without exception throughout the world. By thee alone, O Mother, is the universe filled. How can we praise thee? Art thou not beyond all praise of highest speech? When, O Devi, being in the form Osiris, the father, when the universe was imagined as catastrophic, love, death, resurrection, as the method by which experience was built up. This corresponds to patriarchal systems. Now, Horus, Osiris, the father, when the universe
literally disappeared. No one would be able to have some jobs. Certain jobs would not be able to
You wouldn't have the ability to buy goods in the same way. Also, the key thing I haven't heard you wrestle with, and this is a fair ask for you to wrestle with, is that not all jobs are worth the same amount of money, right? Being a janitor, when I was a janitor, was worth about $350 every 2 weeks. They weren't going to pay me $1,000 to mop a floor and sweep. Why? Because paying me $1,000 to do that is not worth it. It is not worth paying somebody $1,000 to sweep and mop and clean a small store, right? And so all that would do would be to lift up the prices of goods in that store because they're paying me an extra $600 and some odd a month, right? Like, that's an issue, no matter which way you stretch it.
Yeah, but you have to take into consideration that the employer is going to maximize their exploitation of the worker even more if you don't set a base pay.
I didn't say you don't set a base pay. I just said you don't pay them $20, right? Mopping the floor is not worth $20 an hour. It's just not. I get a 12-year-old to do it for less than that. Like when you're at your house,
Marshall exploits child labor.
Do the right thing to make you do chores, and sometimes they'll pay you for the chores. And those chores are not worth $20 an hour. They're just not.
But I'm just saying, like,
I think our difference is in how we value work.
What I'm saying is, when your wages don't keep up with inflation, the standard of living goes down. Do you want the standard of living to go down?
It was never intended to provide a fantastic standard of living for everybody with the same sort of pay, right? Again, a guy in an accounting office gets more pay than the guy mopping and sweeping and vacuuming the floors because the work is worth more. The guy mopping the floor, which I have done, is not worth the extra $1,000 a month. And yeah, that may mean that it's not pegged to inflation, but then we get to this fundamental argument of it's not a living wage. Well, guess what, Dolan? It's not supposed to be a living wage. It was never supposed to be a living wage.
Also, all these inflationary like ups and downs we have is the cost of having a system where we don't allow giant failure. So for the cost of not having a Great Depression again, you are agreeing to this inflationary system of the Keynesian model. So like the alternatives to this system would be to let there be huge bubble bursts. If your bank fails in the free market. That's what happened in the 1800s, where banks that you put money into could become insolvent in a year, and then all your money's gone, and now you're broke again. That was what was happening in the 1800s. So the two extremes of liberal economics is either you prevent all Great Depressions as much as possible, and then you have this inflationary cycle, and then you there's no real, and then it's like the worst of the system too, because now like there's no unending end to how much the appraisal of homes can be, right? There's no downturn ever, right? How does this end, right? So yeah, I don't know. This is the cost of not having Great Depressions or like huge market crashes, where you actually let shitty businesses go out of business. We never let that happen. We don't let shitty restaurants go out of business, right?
Or shitty big businesses for that matter.
Correct. Yes, correct. Exactly. That's not what I'm saying. All businesses. So then, like even in my town where I'm at, there's so many shitty businesses that should not be open, but are kept open because people keep going to them for some weird reason.
Okay, so
right?
if it's a good restaurant, then people are going to keep going back to the restaurant. And
no, it's not that it's a good restaurant. It's just that drunk people don't care what they eat. That's the problem.
Exactly.
Right. So it's not a real free market. It's a drunk market. Correct. So anything tastes good when they're drunk. So I'm like, I tried food from there, never again. And yet, like, it's still open. And I'm like, how the fuck is it still open after 10 years of bad food? Oh, it makes sense. Drunk kids ordering because they're drunk. Right.
Who's ordering what? What drunk kid? McDonald's? Fuck yeah.
Kids ordering food. Like pizza places that are disgusting is still open because people still order.
Hey, GA, you may want to get rid of Earth Star. That's Edmund.
You should get rid of Marshall. He's a fake Republican. Okay, Craig Throbbing son, thanks for coming. Hope you come again.
But his father kept saying in mind. Now his brothers went to pasture their father's flock near Shechem. Is it Shechem or Shechem? Which one is it?
Have a conversation with 5 fucking people talking at the same time.
Oh my God, who cares? But you're overstimulated. It's okay. I'm sorry.
Violet, it's because his labia in the hood of his clit.
You should. Yeah, no. I get overstimulated too. No, yeah, like I get overstimulated too. But you know what happens? My nipples get hard, and that's pretty much what happens.
It's scary. No, it's scary. It's like when you get your Spidey sentence. Yeah, Butcher, you got hard nipples. I'm so sorry. Yeah. Oh, no, I'm out of here.
everybody. What is this room about? I've been listening for a couple months, maybe a couple years, and I still can't figure out what all you N-words have been talking about.
What? I hate you.
Hey.
I hate you.
I'm crying.
Wait, what did you say?
So I need people to know though that I'm not over Tally removing
That people see in the church. This is literally a microcosm of what the church outside is looked at like. So here's what's going to happen. I don't care what anybody else thinks. Leave Sticks out of it. Because if Sticks was left to his own mind, I would literally read based on the...
Is it
Old Shekel?
Is Old Shekel?
Yeah, Old Shekel.
Put it in the chat.
Yeah, check.
I see Israel New Shekel. I see Indian Rupee. I don't see no damn Old Shekel, man.
Yeah, that ain't no. I don't even know what the fuck a shekel means, bro. I'm just trolling. You're supposed to make trolling great again,
What
really.
did he get paid with?
Oh, and speaking of, Nasai, I owe you an apology because after, I would say, a week of trying to explain things via text message, I grew so frustrated about that whole Acorn stuff, and I apologize.
Apology accepted, but you know, he's good now. He's established. He just got to start.
Get punched in his mouth. Every time you open your motherfucking mouth, nigga, it's shit and feces coming out of your mouth. Ever since you came in the motherfucking room, I'm coming back home. Or the hood. Hey, we gonna see. We gonna see. You gonna get thrown in the trunk, nigga. Nigga, you gonna get shot.
Y'all not about to do that shit up in here.
Saw the daughter of a certain Canaanite whose name was Shua. He married her and went into her, and she conceived and bore a son, and he called his name Again she conceived and bore a son, and she called his name Onan. Yet again she bore a son, and she called his name Shelah. She was in Chezib when she bore him, and Judah took a wife for his firstborn, and her name was Tamar. But Judah's firstborn, was wicked in the sight of the Lord, and the Lord slew him.
The challenge is to find useful ways of thinking for various kinds of situations. I got a whole drawer full of different maps for different kinds of things that happen. And I think the challenge is knowing which map to apply in a given situation. It's not always clear, and I may start with one way of thinking about it and realize it's not working.